Thank you for tuning into my presentation. Throughout this presentation, we'll be looking over a play-based activity and what children learn during this experience. We will also be looking at how it links to essential documents that support educators in an educational setting. The age of this learning play-based experience is 3 to 5 years of age. Usually we can find this age group in a kindy classroom that is in an early childhood setting. The maths concept we will be focusing on is measurement. Other words that support this concept is value, amount, area, length, weight, and depth. The concept that also links to this document and that is also in every single early childhood setting is belonging, being, and becoming. The early years learning framework. In the framework, it states, and I quote, children develop a range of skills and processes such as problem solving, inquiry, experimentation, hypothesizing, research, and investigating. Department of Education and Training 2019, page 38. Examples of how this links to the statement is when children explore thinking strategies, explore mathematical concepts and ideas, when children make predictions while exploring their environments, manipulating objects, experimenting, while exploring error and trial, and while they have conversations about mathematical concepts. The play-based activity will include a sandpit set up with a range of open-ended resources such as shovels, buckets, trucks, natural resources, and anything else that the children spontaneously bring into the sandpit from other areas surrounding the sandpit area. The mixture of resources will encourage curiosity and imagination. During this moment, when the children are exploring, educators will not interrupt their play. As you can see, I've attached two images found on Pinterest of creative setups. I love the second image. We can see how the children have built a bridge over muddy water. Since this experience is set up in the outside environment, I have attached a quote from the Early Years Learning Framework. Outdoor learning spaces are a feature of Australian learning environments. They offer a vast array of possibilities not available indoors. Play spaces in natural environments include plants, trees, edible gardens, sand, rocks, mud, water, and other elements from nature. These spaces invite open-ended interactions, spontaneity, risk-taking, exploration, discovery, and connection with nature. They foster an appreciation of the natural environment, develop environmental awareness, and provide a platform for ongoing environmental education. Department of Education and Teaching, 2019, page 18. While we observe the children investigating the sandpit, we will be seeing them doing a range of different things, which support the measurement concept, such as digging a hole, filling up buckets, tipping water into a hole, building a castle, making tracks, and of course, when we are in the moment observing them, we will see heaps of other actions that we will never predicted. So how can we follow up on this experience? The teacher can ask the children open-ended questions while they are playing. For example, how much sand do you put in the bucket? Is it heavy? Wow, that hole is really deep. How deep does your leg go if you place it in it? Or how many steps do you think you took when you were making tracks in the sandpit with your truck? The teacher can also closely observe each child and jot down their interests, strengths, and what they are learning. Then the teacher can create a meaningful learning experience for that child on another day that reflects and involves what they did during this experience. How do children learn maths in their environment and during free play? Being in nature, the children will be observing all different shapes and patterns in nature. This will be supporting the Fibonacci sequence while they see patterns in leaves, the millions bits of sand that make up the sandpit, the symmetry of flowers, and the size differences of circles appearing in water when objects drop into it. Not 2010. Besides from exploring measuring, they will be building on the numeric skills by counting objects, using words expressing weight and mass, estimating distances while using other objects, and by dividing things such as sand or water. Numeracy is a life skill that children begin to develop throughout their early years. Connor, 2011. Here are the references that support my presentation. Thanks for joining.